Yes, my pal Margaret and I would like to report a crime. Well, we went down to the park. Well, I went to the park first, and there was a young boy there waving it about. Well, see, he wasn't a boy, he was a man. He was definitely a man. Aye. I says to Margaret, you know, I used to go with somebody like that. It wasn't like that when I went with him, you know. I was 16, Willie Bride, and he eventually got arrested at 42, but at 16 he wasn't, you know, he wasn't, they're not like that, so I don't know, it happens to them, you know. At 16 he was full of hope, full of dreams, full of cider. He was a lovely, you know, and he was some mover. I says that to Margaret, you mind that? He was some mover. He used to, you know, do all the, oh, I don't know where he got it for, and he was that good. We all says, oh, Willie Bride's he's gonna go places. And what happened next? He got taken to America to try out for the Pips. That he was going to be a Pip, you know, Gladys Knight and the Pips. He was going to be a Pip, and he was doing all his spins, and he says to him, "You didn't make the cut, Willie, because you made it your own. You've owned the stage." But see, that's not the point of the Pips, is it? Because everything's in sync. And so he came back devastated, and I think that's when it started, you know. He started to put it against windies. He started putting himself against windies when women were behind the windies. And there was a woman peeling potatoes, and she saw him first. She reported him. And then the next time he'd take it one step further, you know. And he'd gone up and pressed it against a woman that was driving. So she's sitting, you know, and he's pressed it against her window, and she was at the red lights, and it was the lights in Toll Cross. They sat at red for 4 minutes. So she'd have sit and endured that, didn't she? For about 4 minutes, sitting in her, you know. And so she drove straight to the shop, cop shop. She says to them, might even have been this one, you know. She says, oh, I'm in shock. I'm in shock. He says, let me take your pen away. She says, what are you going to give me? He says, no, your window pen. Because they had a print. So he didn't think about that, did he? And that same had a print, and he was on file. So next time they were going to get him. And if, you know, lightning doesn't strike twice, but with him it was 5 times. Because the next time it was a woman in a phone box. And he'd taken it one step further. He was actually taking it out and tapping it against the phone box, you know, while she was making her phone call. He was putting prints, and she was just phoning the police, you know, and they came right round, picked him up. He was embarrassed, you know, and he was 42. But that boy the day wasn't embarrassed, was he? He was quite the thing, quite proud of himself, waving it about and everything. That was, you can write that down. And it was Wednesday. I went down, I ran back. I says, Margaret, I'm in bits. You know, so Margaret went down on the Thursday, and he was there again. She was in bits on Thursday. And then Friday we both went down, and we were both in bits, weren't we? And we were bits again on the Saturday, so you can. But anyway, Margaret says to him, bold Margaret, and then what? You know, and then what? Because that was him, and then what? And then he hit me in the eye, though. That's when he hit me in the eye, isn't it?